Hey everybody, welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. Hey, on this episode of Kiki Loves Nigeria, we're going to finish listening to Daniel's Zoom meeting that he was having with the Ruby investors. The Ruby investors are the ones who figured out that Daniel was scamming people. All right. They're the ones who are saying this is not adding up. They're the ones who are asking Daniel the hard questions, and Daniel doesn't like it. He's removed some people from the group, the Telegraph group. I think that's what they call it, Telegraph or Telegram. He's removed them from that group, some people from that group, because they've asked questions and they've complained. All right. So this is the rest of the meeting. This is the rest of the fallout. Because the Ruby Village investors are not only going to ask Daniel the hard questions, they're going to go to the chief themselves and find out what's really going on. So let's finish listening in on what happened when Daniel's investors held his feet to the fire and wanted answers.
For me, for this land, I said, boss, please speak to your wife, because I don't know what she's told you, but that's not how it went. A few days later after that, I felt ill. In fact, I was ill at that time. I've been ill for about 4 weeks and I'm only just recovering. A few days after that, they contacted me and said, we're taking you to court. I said, okay, take me to court. Let's go to court because you can't win this one. Let's go to court. I offered you a refund. You didn't want it. I resold it to somebody else. You should have took the land when I told you to take the land. You still got land in Ruby. Then they had the police call me and said I needed to come to the police station. Kwame told me I needed to come. I said, look, it's Passover. It's the first fruits. I'm leaving my land. It's Sabbath. There was all of this all in one. I'm not well. I had diarrhea for 4 weeks. Sorry to be so graphic, for 4 weeks. Let me know who you know has diarrhea for 4 weeks and still alive. I nearly lost my life. I said to the brother, please, brother, just give me some time to get better. No, we want our land. And they came on and on and on. They had the police at my gate on the first fruits. They had the police at my gate on the Sabbath. I was in there praying to the Most High. They couldn't enter my land because he kept them at bay. And I went to the land a few days, to the police station a few days later to see what the issue was. I go there. First of all, they said my paperwork was fake. That all the paperwork I've issued to people are fake. The police said that's a lie. Then they said that they should get 4 plots for their land. Instead, they should get 6 plots for their land instead of 4. The police said that's a lie. It's 4 plots, 100 by 100. Then they said they want a refund. At that point, I said, look, they can't get a refund because the chief has their money. I've been very clear that once I give the money to the chief, it's damn near impossible. They're going to chop it. Please just be patient and wait for the land. They said no, they want their land. So at that point, I was so ill. I just wanted to get better. So I said, you know what? I'll pay you your money out of my own personal money. So they said, okay, you've got a few days to go and do that. So I did that. On the 12th of this month, I went back to the police station. And this is where you come into it, Kimberly. I went back to the police station. The police officer from Accra, who they hired to come to my town to arrest me, who turns out not even to be a police officer, he then pulls out affidavit signed by yourself, Kimberly, signed by, bear with me, I have a list here. Signed by, I think it's, I got the name Rooney here. But I know there's a couple, Regina and Teresa.
That is a lie. I have not signed anything.
So let me
with
finish.
Anyone.
Let me finish.
Okay.
The power. Let me finish. He had your your paperwork.
I don't even have a paperwork. So that's you're
No,
mixing
no,
me up with somebody else then.
not Kimberly.
I don't have
I'm not mixing you up. Did you not give him paperwork for Yehuda?
No,
For the
I
land?
don't even have paperwork for Yehuda. I'm not even in Yehuda, I'm in Ruby.
Okay, so let me finish and then you can jump.
Okay.
You had paperwork with your name on it. You had a photocopied paperwork with your name in it, with Teresa's name on it, with Regina's name on it, and they had signed a power of attorney over to him
Oh my God.
to see a few of you to collect your refund because you didn't want the land, and for the others for him to go and see the land because they said the land didn't exist. So the police officer said, well, what do you say about these allegations? So I pulled out the episode with Kimberly being carried across the river to go and see her land, with Regina on her land picking coconuts and all of these. And they looked at it and was like, hey, what? Like, this is just a waste of police time. The paperwork's not fake. The land is there. There's all of these accusations that have been thrown against me were just thrown out the window. And then they let me go on.
Sorry.
Let me finish.
Okay, go on.
They let me go about my way. 2 days later, this same so-called policeman that wants to hang me and, took these people money, the police called me and said, we need Natasha Pope's number. I said, wow, what's the problem? They said, oh, this man came to the police station. We found out he's not a police officer. The refund money that you gave him out of your own money, he didn't give us no money. You're meant to give Chop money. He didn't give us no money. He said he was going to have a leak and then he ran away. And then he called Kwame the very next day to buy land again off of me. He wants to buy land off of me. Hey, I'm done. You can talk.
Okay, I have not signed anything. He can't show you a picture of my paperwork because I don't have any paperwork. When I came in September, you gave me the paperwork for Yehuda and you took it back because I gave you money to register it, if you remember. And then when I got back to England, I messaged you and I said, I no longer want the land in Yehuda. Can I move it to Ruby? So I've never got that Yehuda paperwork back. So, and I don't have any paperwork for Ruby. This is the issue that, that's going on. We're still waiting for the paperwork. So whatever paperwork you said he's shown you with my name on it, I don't know where this has come from. I have not given him power of attorney or anything like that. So I don't know how my name has got into this, but it's false. And you should know that I don't have any paperwork.
No, I know that I issued you Yehuda paperwork. That's what I know. I don't know whether you took a photocopy or not. Do you know who I'm talking about?
But I'm not, that I'm not in Yehuda.
No, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about, but I have not given him any paperwork. I don't have any paperwork. So why would I give him paperwork for Yehuda to ask to go and see land in Yehuda if I'm not in Yehuda?
I don't want to go back and forth or argue. That's not what we're here to do.
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just telling you that I'm not involved. That's a lie. I didn't ask anybody to go and find my land.
What relations do you have with this police officer that brought your name to me?
I don't have a relationship with him. I've heard of him. I don't have a relationship with him.
Okay. So you've heard of him because there's another little group that was made with, yourself and some other people, Natasha Pope and the Bodleys, and there's another little group, and I was fine
There's another Ruby group made with lots of people from Ruby because we're coming together to build the roads.
Let me finish. There's another group that was made, and it has been brought to my attention on many times that my name has been brought up in that group, not respectfully. And I have said nothing to anybody because I'm just like, let them have their group. They're grown people. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're entitled to have their group. But I think what happens is one bad apple spoils the bunch. Bacteria grows, and you can go out there and find disgruntled customers from me all day long. Like, they're out there. And if you can pick to your pickup shit, excuse my language, you'll pick and find whatever you want to find. So I think that what's happened is one person says something and then it's just grown and fear is spread. And that's what I saw in the group the other day, a lot of fear and a lack of faith, which everybody said, no, it's cool, I can wait. But when it actually come to it, that's not what the case is. I don't want to go back and forth with you, Kimberly. I know what I saw. I know what the police had me in there and the evidence they put before me.
Okay. All due respect, I know I know what paperwork I have and don't have, and what I've signed and what agreement I've made with anyone. And the only person I've made any kind of agreement with in this whole situation is yourself. Okay, the contract that I have with you to buy land. I have not made any contract or any agreement with anybody else to do anything. I come to you when I have questions about my land, and I haven't gone to anybody else to represent me. So whatever, like as I said, whatever paperwork you've seen with my name on, excuse me, I'm not calling like to call you a liar, but I know that I haven't signed anything. To say that you've seen some signed paperwork, me giving people power of attorney, it's false, because I haven't done that.
Let me correct that. He had on the paperwork of power of attorney, I think there was 2 signatures. He had brought to me like 4 or 5 people. So obviously some people didn't sign the power of attorney. Some people didn't sign, and maybe you was one of those. So if
I haven't signed anything.
If I was wrong there, then I apologize for that. But some people had signed the power of attorney, and the rest had given him the authority to go and see this land that apparently does not exist. And I believe it was your land and Regina's. And that's why I showed them the evidence of you not having a whale of a time on your land. Anyway, if you want to ask more questions, I'll come back to you, Kimberly.
Okay.
Let's get some more people in here. Teresa. You can speak. Teresa? Oh no, it's cool. I can wait. But when it actually comes, you can speak. Teresa?
Yeah, Daniel.
Who am I speaking to?
Teresa's husband.
How you doing, brother?
We spoke one time, a long time ago. We're crypto and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
All right then. I just want to know what's going on where the demarcation of the land is concerned. Yeah. Because we paid for the land, yeah?
Yeah.
From basically 2023. Pay don't pay 2022. And apparently there's no demarcation on the land. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to start a little thing, a little development. Yeah. But
I'm listening, go ahead.
where's you gone?
Very good.
I see you.
Oh, I'm listening, go ahead.
Yeah. So tell me the development that's going on right now, Daniel.
Okay, so let me give you the rundown of the story of this land and the issues from the get-go. Now, when we went to go in for Yehuda village, it was a collective. It was a collective of, if you see the video of Yehuda village, it was a collective of people coming together to buy the land. The money wasn't there to buy the land outright, and people came together and we bought the land, well, half, and then paid the other half. Originally, that was in Ruby. That was Ruby, is Yehuda land. Then we moved Ruby down the road. Once we moved Ruby down the road, it falls under a different chief. A lot of people came to me, and maybe Teresa or her husband. I don't remember all the customers that came to me, wanting to be in Yehuda, which is a faith-based village. And then what I was slowly realizing that not everybody was about what Yehuda was about. Please mute your mic if you're not Teresa or a husband or
I'm speaking.
Yeah, so it was a faith-based village, and a lot of people came to me for land for that reason. This was never a business in the beginning. This was about me helping people to move out of Babylon. I don't respond for Babylon. I wanted people out of it.
familiar with that. I'm familiar with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm letting everybody know so that.
Yeah. But I want to interject. You know, it's okay for me to interject.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Where Ruby is concerned, yeah. There's loads of people who buy land. Cause my missus watch your vlog and everything. Sometimes I don't do, but whenever sometimes I listen, yeah. So I know that there's Yehuda. I know that the Ruby, phase 1, phase 2. Yeah. Whatever the intentions were for Yehuda, it's changed now because you have Ruby 1 and Ruby 2 to deal with, yeah. And there's people like myself and my wife who have bought land. Yeah, loads of people. Yeah. And there's a disgruntlement now where, as I'm saying, my disgruntlement, I hear other people, this young lady was talking, what's her name? Kimberly? What? Yeah, Kimberly. Yeah. I guess maybe people should put up their hand and just interject at certain times, because if anybody wants to interject right now, it's fine. Yeah, if I'm saying anything that is substantial, you agree or disagree, because I'm not just talking to you by myself, bro. You understand? People buy land, they have concerns about how long they buy the land. Like for me, my concern is like, we have bought land from 2022, down payment, 2023, everything was paid down from the 6th or the 6th, and we haven't had a demarcation yet on our land to say, this is me and Sweetie's land. I call my wife Sweetie. This is me and Sweetie's land, and whoever else is next door, what their land is. Anybody want to interject? Because I don't want to be dominating our conversation. You see me?
Oh, speak. But
I need to know where my land is, the demarcation. I can come and visit my land at any given moment, and twice on Sundays if I want to. But apparently in the Zoom meeting that you have, or message that you send out, I heard people ask that because my message is on the what we call it, telegraph, and we communicate, and she passed information to me about what's going on in the group. But brother, I want to be able to come and see my land, and have, first of all, not just to come and see my land, but where my paperwork is concerned, apparently I should have a demarcation. Who should do the demarcation, me or you?
Me.
So why hasn't it been done from 2022 up till now?
So let me give you the short story, seeing as you don't want the long one. So the land is from a different chief from Yehuda. The Yehuda land was a very quick process. The Ruby chief is a different chief. This chief was given the money, or half of the money, like everybody pays half and then they pay the other half once they get their land papers, and some people have paid in full. He has been paid the money a long time ago, a very long time ago. And a few months later, after a few delays, and we're gonna get the paper, we're gonna get it, we've been going back and forth with this chief. We find out that he hasn't paid the farmers. How do we know that?
First question, real quickly, Daniel. Who paid the money to the chief?
Me and Kwame. We have it on film, we have receipts, we have everything.
Okay, so what now? So you pay the money to the chief to pay the farmers?
I'm explaining to you now. Let me explain. I'm not going to miss anything out. So let me explain to you.
I follow. I want make sure we're on the same.
The land is owned by chiefs. That's the land that I buy. Land that is owned by chiefs. On that land, they allow the farmers to work the land, sometimes for generations and generations. The land doesn't belong to those farmers, but because they are farming for generations, have their cacao trees, their coconut trees, some of them feel entitled to the land. They feel like, and rightly so, if they've been farming on it, when we pay the chiefs are then required to pay the farmers and also pay the paramount chief, which is the king, to pay. And what we don't know is whether he's paid the king. We don't know that yet. I'm about to find out.
How long ago that? How long ago that you had this?
Hold on. Let me have a look. I have the video here, so let me have a look when the video was taken. I couldn't tell you the actual date. 1 second.
But roughly, you don't have to give me the actual date. We can work with that. Yeah.
Let me give you the actual date. Okay, the date's not on here, but I believe it was sometime in 2023. Like literally, you can see here on my phone, I'm in the Chiefs pack. They're counting the money. We have receipts. Anyway, we paid to him. He's then required to pay the farmers for their the chief is then required to pay the farmers.
You can't call him.
Sorry?
Wait. You pay a chief to pay a farmer. And the chief didn't pay the farmer.
Brother, let me explain, man. Hey.
Hold on. Listen, I have to jump in, my brother, because guess what? I'm all right. I didn't pay no chief my money, Jenna. Yeah, I don't pay no chief my money. No, there's something called responsibility. You understand? All right, me responsible for my money. You understand? Me pay my money, no, Jenna. I pay my money, and you're supposed to pay a chief to pay farmers. No, if chief don't pay farmers, first of all, no. If I pay my money and then for a service which I don't get, I'm gonna think that I'm gonna be losing out. So I have to talk to you about my investment that I've made with you. The investment with the chief.
You said you didn't pay your money to no chief, and then you're saying I'm meant to pay the chief the money. Which one is it?
Yeah, I'm just talking both. You know, when you pay a chief now, it's your responsibility to ensure that chief pay who they pay. If chief not pay who they pay, where the money gone? Cause that are your money where you give chief go pay farmers, you know. And it's a knock-on effect. My money that I paid you, to secure my land, to do demarcation, I'm ready to come see my land. I go here say I can't go see my land because chief never pay a farmer. And farmer, I'm going to go extreme. Farmer might want chop off my head, chop off my hand, come I can steal from them. Yeah? I don't want that. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you right now, brother, my money, our money that we work hard for, loads of people here we have a savings me take money out of, brother. Yeah, for invest. Yeah, and when we invest that, I want to see something happening. For example, I'm saying, if anybody want to interject, but I'm talking to you because I don't want to dominate the conversation. You understand? I'm not that sort of guy, but I want to hear some answers, brother. What's going on?
I can keep interjecting. I'm answering you, so you have to listen to the answer. Like, please don't act like you're saying you didn't pay no chief no money. You see that? Like, everybody knows. I make it very clear that I buy still land, that I'm getting the land off of the chiefs. Everybody knows that. There's no, we can't play ignorant at this point and say, I never pay no money to no chief. And like, that's ignorance. That's not like, the land process. If I'm not sending you the land process sheet, then we had a conversation about it, or we had a consultation about it. Like, I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes as to, you know, who the money got paid to. I even say, once I pay the chiefs, I hold the money. I do my due diligence, researches. Once I'm happy, then I pay the chiefs the money.
Just don't go on the
Search come
speaker.
back clear,
We
land
don't
come
know.
back clear.
No
What we're
problems
dealing
right now
with right
until we're
now
ready
is a
for
crafty little
mash him
chief.
up, right?
A crafty little
Okay.
chief. And yes, it's my responsibility to ensure that everybody here gets
I'm
their
patient
land.
again.